Hello everyone, I'm Professor Geek. Welcome back to the channel. I'm asked a lot about the kind of content I create, or if I'm going to cover this or that. Prof, I'd really be interested in your review of this. Are you going to review this movie, whatever, or what do you think about this? The big news story or something like that. That other YouTubers that are at least somewhat similar to my philosophy or happen to be covering or whatever. And the answer is sometimes I'm just not going to cover that, or I don't necessarily have any plans to make a video on it or comment on it. And I thought maybe instead of, having that conversation or answering that question each time it comes up in the comments or whatever, I would just make a video like this on how I choose my content. And the answer to that question really has to do with the way I run my channel. I run my YouTube channel a lot differently than other people. My channel is my hobby. It's just my hobby. Other people run theirs a little bit more like a business, and so they make decisions that are smart decisions if you're going to run it like a business. They do help better serve the algorithm. These are the channels that have popped up similar to mine, but have grown vastly past mine. Because there are certain things you'd have to do as a YouTuber if you're going to really grow, really be successful, really want to get that huge monetization check or whatever, For example, you have to upload a video every single day, not just a season. I know I've been kind of prolific lately, somewhat day to day, but that's during the summer. I don't teach as many classes during the summer. That's fine. But no, you have to, really more than once a day, twice a day if you really want to grow, really hit that algorithm. You have to have a comment about every relevant thing that's a hashtag at the moment. Anything that's remotely, any if you're a geek channel like mine, anything that's remotely geek related, any piece of news that's coming up, you have to do a video on it. That's the way to get those clicks, get those views and whatnot. And I'm not going to say this, I don't know, for other YouTubers that I respect who might, do this and run their channels that way. I'm not necessarily saying they're like this, but for me, it would seem really insincere to do that. Really insincere. Just because I'm a geek, just because I'm interested and study this kind of stuff, doesn't mean I'm interested enough in every little thing that takes place to want to do a video on it, For example, people were asking me, and we really want to hear you talk about Maverick. And I was like, look, I appreciate that. I mean, I'm honored that you'd want to hear my thoughts on anything, but I just don't have the interest to watch Maverick. I love that it's doing well. I love that apparently it was agenda free. That's great. I'm thrilled about that. But, I watched Top Gun as a child. It was okay, whatever. I just don't like. There's enough. I have a huge backlog of stories that I want to watch or read. So if I actually have time to go see a movie, it's not going to be something that I'm maybe sort of quasi interested in. I've got enough to fill that space. So I'm glad it's out there. I'm glad it's doing well. I'm glad it is what it is, and people are excited about it. It's making people happy. Wonderful. But I don't have anything to say about it. Right now, obviously, the Ripperverse is tearing up the YouTube hashtags. I mean, that's just what everybody, if you watch my channel and watch the other channels, you're probably interested in that. And in fact, his channel shows up in my analytics as one of the channels that is most similar. Our viewers, would come across, his to mine or whatever. And people have often said, hey, you really should talk to Young Rippa and all of this. And let me just go on record. I think Young Rick was awesome. I don't follow anybody's videos all the way or anything, but I love everything I've heard from him. He's also a nuclear power plant to my 9-volt battery of a channel. I don't think he's obviously got other things concerned with right now. I don't think that a collaboration for a streamer or anything like that's going to happen anytime soon. But I'm thrilled for him. Glad that's doing well. But I don't have anything else to say about it. Now other people do. I mean, my dear Sound Engraver did a stream about it, so I'm not disparaging anybody who decides to make a video on this phenomena of what's going on. But I can't think of anything that I would say about that doesn't amount to, yeah, did you guys see that? It's cool, right? It's cool that's happening. Because that's what I see a lot of other YouTube channels end up being. Whether it's the Ripperverse success or Gina Carano's firing back in the day or anything like that. These channels that just have to make a video about whatever the relevant thing is, it just seems like people are going to them saying, did you hear about this? Yeah, that was awesome, right? Or that was, horrible, right? Yeah, it was, yeah. Hey, that channel over there, did you guys hear about yeah, that was awesome, right? Yeah. I mean, it's just like nothing new is being said. And again, I'm not pasting that as a criticism to anybody who's making videos about these things, because some people obviously do have unique things to say or perspectives, and that's great. And in the times past when I have chimed in on a popular topic or issue, it's because I actually felt like I had a unique perspective because of my scholarship or because of my, own angle of my channel or something like that with mythology, where I'll talk about it, like I did the Munsters trailer reaction. Because I'm a fan of the Munsters and I wanted to talk about cultural relevance, of the show. It's not just me, watching each part of the reaction going, oh, that's so cool. I hate those live reaction videos. I know some people like them. I just think they're the stupidest creation in the world. But, yeah, that's just me. So yeah, I have to be interested in it because I'm not running my channel like a business. I'm running it like a hobby. So it's got to be something that is fun for me to talk about, fun for me to do. It can seem like a chore if, that's when YouTube becomes a job. When, oh, okay, I haven't made a video yet today. Oh, what do I make a video on? Okay, let's see. Hashtag, all right, that's popular. All right, I got to think of something to say about that, that's a job, and I've got a job. So when I do YouTube, I want to have some fun. I want to enjoy myself and talk about things that are of interest to me that I like to geek out about. So that's how I choose that content. The one other consequence of me running my channel like a hobby and not a business is that I am crazy free and easy with the block button. I really am. And it's and that makes some people so mad. You tyrant, my free speech. You got no free speech here, buddy. No one's squelching your ability to say whatever you want about me or be as rude as you want or whatever. It's the internet. 1,000 outlets exist for you to do that. But people just think they have the right to come on your channel. And some people run their channel that way, right? Some people run their channel because it's true. Comment good or bad, it's a comment. It helps the algorithm. But my channel's not run like a business like that. It's run like a hobby. So my channel's my living room. If you come on my channel and listen to, what I have to say, it's like you're coming into my living room when we're chatting about this. And let's just be honest. You guys know it too. The internet draws people who just don't have social skills otherwise in life. And the great equalizing aspect of the internet is that if you're at a party or something like that and you're in this little circle group of friends, you can actively decide, okay, we're not going to talk to that person because they don't have proper manners, but the internet doesn't let you do that. You're in a comment thread with some people here. Internet lets whatever jerk come right in and say, whatever. And again, if you just want comments, period, or you just really into community or whatever, then you run your channel however you want. But for me, it's my living room. So if you're just even a tad abrupt or whatever, bye, get out of here. I don't put up with that. So that's the way, another little consequence of running my channel the way I do. Because though I am following my interests, I've kind of hinted at this a couple of times, so I might as well just kind of say this as I wrap up this video. I am going to branch out a little bit. It's still going to be talking about inspiration, mythological inspiration in terms of popular culture, cultural studies. But I would really like to talk about occasionally some topics that maybe don't always fall under the fictional hero's journey, standpoint. So I might not always talk about a movie or a comic. I'm really a big music fan, like classic hard rock fan. And I've been wanting for a while. I even thought, should I just make another channel and talk about some of that stuff? I play bass. I used to play bass in a bunch of bands back in the day and stuff. And, I love that stuff. I thought maybe doing some videos on the hard rock comics might be a way to kind of segue in. Because if you haven't read those, they're fun. I did a video on a Van Halen hard rock comic a ways back. They're a lot of fun. It was a company that used to do those. But reading those classic ones, as fun as they are, I didn't really have much to say about the comic itself, But I did think about, okay, well, what are these albums? So for example, I've got a video in mind that I'm probably going to drop in the next day or two about some of my favorite albums, like 3 of them, for example, that are inspiring for a specific reason. They're inspiring because of where the artists were in creating this album. They're inspiring because of the content of the album. And then they've obviously, inspired me in my life growing up. And so if you're a fan of my channel, but let's say you're just not a classic hard rock fan, you don't care about Aerosmith or anything like that, then, you might not be so into those videos, but hopefully they'll still appeal to people. And I think, when I have talked about some of the musical tastes. A lot of you have said, "Oh yeah, this and that," So I think it'll be fine. But just giving you a heads up, that kind of content is coming. And one of the reasons why I am dropping so many videos right now is that it is the summer. In the summer, I don't teach as many classes. And again, I've got my daughter part of the week, and she's special needs, so that requires a lot of my time and attention. So I don't really have just like a fixed 9 to 5 go off to an office job year round. I do teach, but teaching, college classes is more flexible schedule wise. But there's never enough classes offered in the summer semesters because the way college schedules go. So in order to kind of fill the gap, I've got the time. I figured I might as well put a little bit more into my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is monetized, and if I'm really dropping a lot of videos like I've been this past month or whatever, maybe get like $100 or whatever. It's nothing to scoff at. Hey, $100, take $100, but you're not living on it by any means. So it's a hobby that I can make a little stipend from if I really work hard at it. But let's be honest, the amount of work that I've put in, or that anyone would put in to making YouTube channels, isn't really worth the monetization kickback that you get, unless you are, somebody with a huge channel, 100, 1,000, million, whatever subscribers and stuff. So, that is what it is. But I do appreciate, when I'm on live streams, people want to throw a super chat, or I don't know, whatever that new function is they brought up, where it's like a super chat, but for a fixed video. I forgot the name of it even. I don't even remember what it's called. Anyway, I appreciate it when people do that. I appreciate it when people click on my channel and watch an ad. That helps and everything. I'm not saying I don't appreciate that. I deeply do. But again, it's a hobby. It's a hobby I can make a couple bucks at, which is great. So that's why I might not be covering some of the things that you might expect a YouTuber who tends to talk about the kind of topics I do, you might expect them to cover. Because if I don't feel like I've got a specific little angle on it, Now, if enough people just wanted like a Q&A live stream, really wanted to do that so they could ask some specific questions that maybe you have, like maybe it's not enough for me to want to make a whole video about a topic, but maybe you just have a specific question about my thoughts on this or that, if people really wanted that, I would be happy to try that out, maybe once a week or something, just do a short little, or maybe every other week or something, just do a short little Q&A live stream. I'm up for that. I do the live stream right now, on Tuesdays, for the EU book studies, but that's focused on the EU book studies, so if people came in and asked me a bunch of questions about different topics, I won't necessarily go into all that then, because we're focusing on the book study. But yeah, if people wanted a Q&A, you can tell me if you're interested in that. I'd be happy to do a short little Q&A stream occasionally, to answer whatever questions you might have in terms of, what my thoughts are about this or that. You can let me know. But that's all I've got for tonight. Just a short little stream. I guess it'll be the morning when this releases, but whenever time it is you're watching it, hope it's a good one for you. Thanks for your support of my channel. I do appreciate it. I love the fact you guys come back and watch. I love on my channel I've got people who vehemently disagree with me, but still might appreciate my comments or thoughts on this or that. So that's welcome, but I'm just going to prattle on and repeat myself at this point. So thanks for watching, and until next time, keep enjoying and digging deeper into the true blue hero stories you love.